Before we dig into today's content for the video, I did want to take a few moments to share with you one of the many visual successes that the I Am Melanin Magic hair brand is having. The Magical Hair Growth Serum has been very successful in helping people to restore hair in areas that have long been bald or that have been very difficult to remediate. This client, as you will see as you continue to watch, has been using the product for 2 months, and in the 2-month period has experienced some major changes. So we celebrate these changes, and over the next several videos I'll be able to share with you more and more of the pictures that many of you out there on this beautiful channel, on this blessed channel, have been so gracious and kind to share with me over the last almost 1.5 to 2 years. Organizing the files now and really making an effort to show more of the success that the products are having now. This is the Magical Hair Growth Serum being used consecutive days, I believe from Wednesday to Saturday or Sunday. And this has been a very hard to treat area for this client. So hopefully you enjoy taking a look at the before and after. We've had various other successes with male patterned hair baldness. Again, the results do vary from person to person. I'm hoping that you will stay tuned for the release of the Magical Hair Growth Serum Accelerator. The group that is participating in the trials, hopefully, I'm giving a shout out to all of you women, will receive your samples within the next 6 weeks. I'm very excited about this particular product because it's entirely different, but hopefully it will be just as effective, or it will pick up where the other serum leaves off. It is definitely worth a try. We're getting some amazing results. I love you guys and thank you for all your support. The I Am Melanin Magic brand salutes your support. I am Melanin Magic, and so are you.
And that is number one. Your number one public enemy are those retightenings. I don't care what someone else tells you. I don't care what the person who lacks the ability to be impartial, because they are the ones that are doing the retightenings and are not doing the retightenings in a way that's protecting the hairstyle, that's really protecting the brand, if you want to say, and protecting your sense of self-esteem if you start dealing with issues. Everything, your ability to be intact with this hairstyle, the way that you feel good about it, the relationship between our hair and our sense of how we feel good about ourselves, our confidence, all of that is tied to and in the hands of the person that is spending the most time doing your hair. I'm going to go to the next point. So this thing about the mystery, number one, this thing Sisterlocks people have about keeping secrets, and that comes from the top down. It started with the brand making everything so mysterious, not explaining things, not wanting the general public to know basic things that they may have questions about, whether it's what the hell the damn tool is. And y'all know in my video of Sisterlocks tools for your retightenings, I talk about and show you 10 tools, 3 or 4 or 5 now, of which look just like the Sisterlocks tool, and based on some of your feedback are identical. Some of you feel that some of the tools are better. What's the problem now? So what is patented? Based on all the secret, I thought it was a tool. Now I'm hearing it was the grid. Here's the thing. Now we're thinking it's the process. The problem is what's the big deal? God created a beautiful world. There is no competition in the world that I live in. There's enough for everyone because we live in an abundant universe. So there's no need. You can't have a monopoly on anything anyway. Why? At least of all information in this information age. So just share so that people are not operating in the dark, so that people understand what's going on. There's some locticians that won't even let you look with the mirror. And you know, I tell you guys that I believe is that even if you don't have the intention of ever retightening your hair, you may decide to retighten a section of your hair. Let's say there's an area of your hair that starts to give you issues, or you decide you want to be proactive like me. I wasn't having issues with the front of my hair, but I knew that the front of my hair was a high or is a high traffic area, and it can't withstand the same kind of retightening as, say, the rest of my hair. I have very tender locks in the front. This is just what I believe. I also know that, constantly pulling and putting them back and doing different things, even though you all know I don't do a lot of styling, I recognize that stress is stress. And in addition to the stress that we put on our hair with the reties, styling, anything, if you're pulling your hair up, if you're going to the gym, if you're using, one of your locks to tie your other locks up, whatever it is that you might be doing, you may decide you want to take the stress off of a particular area of your hair. Replicate what other people gave to us as the standard when we were actually the standard. And we still are the standard. And don't you ever forget it. And don't you ever allow yourself to be brainwashed otherwise. We are the hair king and queens and emperor and empresses across the entire globe. It's always been that way because of what we came in here with, and the multitude of colors and textures and so much more that we were given in terms of just the DNA superiority when it comes to hair. The options that we can do with our hair that there's no other group on the face of this planet can do. And so it's important to claim that. I think that when you begin to claim that, that's what the Locs did for me. When you begin to claim that, a whole nother world of self-perception begins to open up to you.
Picking up lint off of your clothes is rubbing on your clothes when you're outside, and the dust is constantly around us, right? As it's flying around, it's getting caught in your hair, and it's not getting out when you wash your hair like regular, loose, natural people. So to avoid the lint picking, you wear satin caps. To avoid hair breakage, you wear satin caps. Because your hair is rubbing on your clothes, you're breaking little pieces of it's coming off, it's weakening it. So that's what the satin cap does. And if you're from my channel, I talk about it nonstop. That's all I talk about is the satin cap.
You had that satin cap on. You don't play.
I don't play about the satin cap. And I wear it, and I still have lint. So imagine if I wasn't wearing
That's
it.
because you clean my house all the time, though. You clean my house all the time, though.
Glad to be liberated. I'm just like...
They're lighter. So when washing, braid and band, depending upon your particular circumstance. Hold your hair as you wash this area here. Massage very, very gently when washing your hair. Make sure you thoroughly wash it. If you are using oils in your hair, oils weigh the hair down. I do not use any conditioner in my hair at all. Why? Because the shampoo I use is a conditioning shampoo. I use the Dr. Bronner shampoo. Now, here's the thing with that. Dr. Bronner shampoo already has some essential oils in it. If you decide that you want less weight on your hair, you may want to dispense with the Dr. Bronner shampoo and use a clarifying shampoo or something that does not have that kind of oil in it, because that oil conditions your hair and makes it soft as well. And then maybe you go in and you use something like this. It's a personal choice. If you're using Dr. Bronner shampoo and it has some of the oils in it already, you may find you can use this once every 2 weeks or once a week. I do not recommend using this every day. Why? Because there's no need to. There's no need to. You may find you want to just use it in certain problem areas, but if you're using it for growth, I do not recommend using this every day. Why? Because there's no need to. There's no need to. You may find you want to just use it in certain problem areas, but if you're using it for growth and overall health, spray it in your scalp, massage it in gently, and gently move down the strands. I'm going to do a video on how to use this, because this is also a great oil to use prior to retightenings, because it's very softening. It eliminates a lot of the frizz, and it's going to help you unmarry the locks because of the detangling blend that's a part of this blend here. Again, if you are interested, text me 678-438-6442 or look in the description.
Purchase your copy of Manifesting Your Masterpiece today at Amazon.com.